Numbers 5. The unclean expelled. The Lord said to Moses, "Order the Israelites to expel from camp everyone with scaly infection and everyone suffering from discharge, and everyone who became unclean by contact with a corpse. Male and female alike, you shall expel them. You shall expel them from the camp so that they do not defile their camp, where I dwell in their midst. This the Israelites did, expelling them from the camp, just as the Lord had commanded Moses, so the Israelites did." Unjust possession. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, if a man or woman commits any offense against another person, thus breaking faith with the Lord, and thereby becomes guilty, that person shall confess the wrong that has been done, making restitution in full. In addition, give 1/5 of its value to one that has been wronged. However, if there is no next of kin, one to whom restitution can be made, the restitution shall be made to the Lord and shall fall to the priest. This part from the ram of atonement with which the priest makes atonement for the guilty individual. Likewise, every contribution among the sacred offerings that the Israelites present to the priest will belong to him. Each shall possess its own sacred offering. What is given to a priest shall be his." Ordeal for suspected adultery. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, if a man's wife goes astray and becomes unfaithful to him by virtue of the man having intercourse with her, the secret from her husband, and she is able to conceal the fact that she has defiled herself for lack of witness, who might have caught her in the act. If a man is overcome by feelings of jealousy that makes him suspect his wife, and she has defiled herself, or if a man is overcome by feeling jealousy that makes him suspect his wife as she has not defiled herself, then a man shall bring his wife to the priest as well as the offspring, on her behalf 1/10 of an ephah of barley meal. However, he shall not pour oil on it, nor put frankincense over it, since it is a grain offering, jealousy, a grain offering of remembrance, which recalls wrongdoing. The priest shall first have the woman come forward and stand before the Lord. With an earthen vessel he shall take holy water, as well as some dust from the floor of the tabernacle, and put it in the water. Making the woman stand before the priest shall uncover her head and place in her hands a grain offering of remembrance, that is, the grain offering of jealousy, while he himself shall hold the water of bitterness that brings a curse. Then the priest shall adjure the woman, saying to her, "If no other man has intercourse with you, you have not gone astray by defiling yourself under the authority of your husband. Be immune to this water of bitterness that brings a curse. But if you have gone while under the authority of your husband, defiled yourself, and a man other than your husband has had intercourse with you, so shall the priest adjure the woman with this imprecation. May the Lord make you a curse and malediction among your people, causing your uterus to fall and your belly to swell. May this water then that brings a curse enter your bowels and make your belly swell and your uterus fall. The woman shall say, Amen, amen. The priest shall put these curses in writing, and shall then wash them off into the water of bitterness. And he will have the woman drink the water of bitterness that brings a curse, so that the water brings a curse and may enter her into her bitter hurt. But first the priest shall take a grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, and having elevated the grain offering before the Lord, shall bring it to the altar, where he shall take a handful of grain, offer it as a token offering, and burn it on the altar. Only then shall he have the woman drink the water. Once he has had her drink the water, if she has also defiled herself and being unfaithful to her husband, the water that brings a curse shall enter her into her bitter hurt, and her belly will swell, with her uterus will fall, so that she will become a curse among her people. If, however, a woman has not defiled herself but is pure, she will be immune and will be fertile. This, then, is the ritual for jealousy, when a woman goes astray while under the authority of her husband and defiles herself, or when such a feeling of jealousy comes over a man that he becomes suspicious of his wife. He shall have her stand before the Lord, and the priest shall perform the entire ritual for her. The man shall be free of punishment, but the woman shall bear her punishment.